Good morning and welcome to the ECS Rallywagen Challenge. I'm about to drive this pre-production Volkswagen sport wagon from here in Ohio all the way to the Arctic Circle. But we're going to go south first. Right now we got a 500 and some mile drive to Black Forest. I'm going to introduce you to the car really fast and then we have to hit the road because I'm slightly behind schedule already. To introduce you, I'm Jamie Orr from Work Enduro. I travel around the world and have fun with cars and Volkswagens, basically. The cameraman is Jeremy. He is the only other person in the car. There is no support vehicle, there's no other passengers. I am the mechanic, I am the driver, that's it. The car I found in a warehouse in California at a Volkswagen supplier. I've been sitting there for at least 7 years that we know of, and before that, we really don't know how much it was driven. And then today at Black Forest, we're going to install engine mounts, shift knobs, some other upgrades. Tomorrow, we're going even further away from Alaska to Alabama. We're going to visit APR. We're going to do big wheels from them, 19 by 8.5. Smaller tires because we're slammed to the Arctic. A couple days ago, the set of KW Variant 2 coilovers went on, so we are tucking in the rear with all of our equipment. In the front, we're not quite tucking, but the ride is sensational, and we're going to put it all the way down for this, and I'm going to try and not back off from that. The whole point of this is to test the skid plate, which is underneath the front of the car. We'll show you that later once it's up on the lift. We've got our Liqui Moly Molygen oil inside, 2-lay roof boxes, GSP already on hand with axles and bearings. I need to drive, I should shut up talking and just go. Welcome to Black Forest Industries in Cary, North Carolina.
You're gonna double it?
The chassis, the shit class.
All right.
This line right here is, or I can come straight over, right? Hey!
So grab that. I don't know. No, going to Texas. You go to Birmingham? ECS Rallywagen. We have just left APR tuning in Alabama, and we are now on a 1,500-mile non-stop drive to Pikes Peak in Colorado. As you just probably heard, we are now rubbing severely on really big bumps. The KW coilovers are dampening adjustable, so whenever we have time, we're going to stiffen that up a little bit. But right now, we are just self-machining clearance on the new 225/35 19-inch tires. And that is how low we plan to run it all the way to Alaska if we possibly can. Joe got excited something.
Well, here I am on Pikes Peak, 14,300 feet. Definitely out of breath, but this is freaking amazing. Pictures don't do this justice, and what's really nice is the railway system up here is shut down, so absolutely no public, and it's completely desolate except for 40 other journalists, including I. So, freaking incredible. So, here in about 2 hours, motorcycles will make their way up. And yeah, cars after that. We're gonna try to hike down after the IDR does his pass, and a Mark V Jetta is gonna be flying through as well. But after those guys, hike down, see if we can get to another spot, and then you can tell the altitude's affecting me. Kind of just like people said, it kind of makes you feel drunk, you know. This is epic. Once in a lifetime thing, but hopefully I come back in another time. But this is something else. Let me go ahead and give you a view. Let's get you on focus.
Special. There ain't nothing like that, man. Oh. Yeah. That's some gnarly shit, brother. We did it, though. Yeah. Hopefully you got it.
All right, we're at mile marker 147 of I-70, and there's no exit, but if you take a look, there's literally just a dirt path off the side of the highway, and it leads up to a gate. There's no signs or anything, but this is a freaking exit on the highway. Welcome to Vegas. Welcome to the Bellagio, where we will now valet park the Rallywagen and then go and sleep for an entire night, apart from eating, partying in Vegas. awesome guys here at Turn 3 are just going to check out the car and make sure that none of the ball joints are hanging off or anything from me hitting potholes. And then this is our last stop before we go north. So unless we break something, this is the last wrench we'll turn. I shouldn't even talk about this, actually. This is the last scheduled wrench turning that we have on the car for the next 4,000 miles, and until we get to as close as we can get to the Arctic Ocean after the gravel road and everything. So yes, huge thank you to Liquid Moly and Turn 3 for the hospitality. And
Thank you.
yeah, dude, I'm
Glad
excited.
to have you here.
Yeah. That's it. Done.
Losing space.
There it is. So if we take away the light, it just looks like a regular dark oil. And when you shine it on it, you can see it's pretty damn bright green. Unbelievable. This is the nicest road we have seen in Alaska. When we were doing our research about where to stay and plotting this, one thing that really struck me is this is a wood bridge. The main only bridge over the Yukon up here is made of wood for all of these trucks. This is a trucking route. Look at the potholes, the missing planks.
That was a fast pump.
We still had a lot of gas.
Yeah.
There's only 3 fuel stops the whole way up here, 450 miles. This is the first one, Coldfoot is the next, and then after that it's a 300-mile trip. This is a windshield breaker.
go.
We got a right rear sidewall puncture. So we stopped and tried to fix it on the side of the road real fast, and it didn't work. So we pulled over to check it, and we met the Subaru, which was broken down with a transmission. And inside was a nice lady from Fairbanks and two motorcyclists with no motorcycle, which we don't know why, from Sao Paulo, Brazil. So hello to all my Brazilian friends. And we're like, hey, we can take them and then we'll find a phone, because there's no phones out here, and we'll call to send help for the Subaru. But we can only take them if we give you our cooler and trash and you stand around while we do this. Welcome back to Rallywagen. Let's bring you up to speed. Whoever sent me the dinosaur suit, I now have to carry it on my lap, because in the back of the car we have two Brazilians and their helmets and their boots and their bags. They were hitching a ride, but I told you that already, and we've changed the tire, and now we're just driving. Actually, we're driving over the mountains. We just lost total throttle response, and I pulled off in neutral, and it's... Dude, it's not the fuel line.
What is it? Fuel tank?
Thank.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Remember that piece of thing?
Truck come.
It was not a shoe. Oh my god.
Is it stuck in there?
No, we have no fuel tank anymore.
Oh.
There's a massive fuck off hole in the fuel tank. This
Well,
I never thought was possible.
That's a problem.
That means we lost all our fuel.
Yep.
So we're weighing up how bad or good this is. So basically I'm gonna try and get us on the road as a MacGyver. It's gonna be a little sketchy, but we're gonna try. Precious fuel dribbling out. Between Jeremy the cameraman and his sawing abilities and these wonderful guys from Washington with their saw and their bread knife, we have whittled a Volkswagen fuel tank out of a former water storage jug that a person from wherever they were from was using. Look at that seal. Blue goes to this one. And that's not a nice fit. There we go. That's it. Well done, guys. We built a fuel tank and found fuel and new friends in
Above
the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
We made it to the Yukon River Camp a little after they closed, but they were super nice and let us in. We had a delicious, very quick meal and then got the heck out of there. And unfortunately, within about 10 miles, and also it's 11 p.m. right now, the sun is still that high, it's ridiculous. Within about 11 miles, we completely wore through one of our tires. The mud had built up inside the fender well and just took it out. We'll load up as fast as we can and get out of here. We're due in at the hotel at 2:30 a.m. right now. But honestly, it feels like it's 6 p.m. because the sun is just not setting. It's out of control. I cannot get my head around it, but yeah, time to finish up and get going. So, thanks to APR for building tough wheels and sending us 2 extra spares for the tires. They're now on and we have 100 miles to go. And then we're at the hotel and that's the end of the challenge. Except for packing and getting this thing back to Ohio. We're shipping it, but we still have to work out exactly how. We still have 90 some miles, so I'm going to concentrate a little bit.